When I tell people my mother has a degenerative condition that is slowly making her go blind, they look at me like I've just said that she's dead. Not like they actually think she's dead, but like, oh, you just said something really personal and tragic and I'm not sure what to do with it. Like, wow, that makes me really uncomfortable. Like, I have a lot of questions, but I'm worried they're insensitive, so instead I'll just nod and stare. At the end of the day, though, I can't say I resent their pity. Every time I see the shock and horror in some new acquaintance's face, I'm reminded that I am allowed to feel shocked and horrified. I'm allowed to feel pain over this, because having a disabled parent is having to be strong. Strong when I was 5, and I realized Mommy couldn't see the difference between the colors I was learning in school when I was 7, before she gave up her license. And I spent too long in Barnes & Noble, and she had to drive us home even though it had gotten too dark, and it was my job to look outside the window and make sure we stayed inside the lane. Strong every day when she can't see the food on her plate, when she cut her finger because she couldn't tell which side of the knife she was using. Strong every time I've gone home from college and found another piece missing, another something blurred out. It's constant guilt. Guilt when I leave something on the floor and she trips. Guilt when I spend too long in Barnes & Noble. Guilt for that time in the car when I carelessly said, "Oh, look at the pretty cloud," and she started crying in the passenger seat. Guilt that all I could do was grip the steering wheel and wait for the light to change. It's guilt that I can't make her better. No matter how high my GPA or how clean my room, I can't make it safe for her to cross the street. Can't take back the time a car actually hit her in the crosswalk because she couldn't tell if the driver had waved to her to go or not. Having a disabled parent is a unique form of helplessness that I would be grateful to have never experienced. I wish I could end this poem on a happy note, say, everything happens for a reason, say, it's made me a better person, but having a crippling disability isn't about the learning experience. And disabled people are not reminders to the rest of us to appreciate what we have or seize the day or some shit like that. The one and only perk of disability is convenient parking. But for all that, I'd be lying if I said there wasn't a beautiful reciprocity in reading to the person who taught you how because she can't anymore, or grocery shopping for the person who's fed you since before you were born because it's just too much for her to attempt today, or finding a dropped earring, or picking out clothes, or driving to the doctor's office, or being the eyes for the person who gave you yours.